Welcome to the C# program Zambia. In this video, we're going to be answering a question that just tests our thinking. Okay, so before we get to it, I would like you to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon to get instant notifications on my content, and also like this video. So without wasting much of your time, let's get to work.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Okay, so we have our basic layout of our program. Then let's also just check out our equation. At times you're going to have questions that look kind of complicated, even if they're not. Okay, so my advice is just for you to create formulas as you read the question, and everything is going to be easy for you. So our question is here. So you assume you work in an organization where currently there are two groups of workers. Okay, so we have people in office and people on vacation. Okay, that makes sense. You have been tasked to write a program that calculates the total time in seconds. Okay, so just take note of that. Total time in seconds. That the total number of workers, okay, which means both in office and on vacation, spent on performing the assigned tasks. Okay, so we don't really have to know what tasks those were, but yeah, there were tasks. Then after that, we say for the purpose of this of the assignment, the total time consists. So this is the most important part of the question, according to my analysis. The total time consists of the number of minutes to think and the number of minutes to work, minutes to type the work. Okay, so just make sure you understand this part. And yeah, if you don't, I'm still going to explain. We're saying in this case, you're required to enter the number of minutes to think and the number of minutes to type for each group of workers. Okay, and then convert it into seconds. All right, then we have a hint here, and this hint is simply telling us what we should name our variables. So the hint says you should define the variables using the following variable names. So variable names are simply identifiers. Okay, so here we say total persons, seconds, number of minutes to think, number of minutes to type, people in office, people on vacation. So it's very easy to do your calculations when your variables are actually telling you what they mean. Yeah, don't mind about their length. When you're using code blocks, it's very easy because you can simply just type the first part and you select which variable you want. Okay, so this is the formula that I just derived from the equation, and yeah, I think this should be appropriate enough to help you understand. Okay, so the main goal is to calculate the total seconds that were spent on doing the work. But then we have two groups of people. Okay, so these groups of people, we have people on vacation and we also have people in office. Okay, now these two groups of people consist of two things. Okay, the number of minutes to think, both of them consist of the number of minutes to think, and they also consist of the number of minutes to type the work. Okay, so when we enter the number of minutes to think and the number of minutes to type the work for each group of people, we should then convert them into seconds, and then we simply add them to get now the total. So we're talking about the part where our question says the total time. Okay, the total time, and then the total time will be this variable actually here. Okay, so everybody in the everybody who works for the organization, like how much time did they take to work on the assigned work? Okay, I don't know if that gets to you, but otherwise the question is almost self-explanatory, but the thing is, maybe it might just be long. So for such questions, you just need to make sure you analyze, and then they become very easy in the end. So we're simply going to create a program that asks for the user to enter the number of minutes that it took to think and type for the people on vacation, and also for the people in office. Then thereafter, we convert those two to seconds, and after converting them to seconds, so let me also just highlight this sentence. After converting them to seconds, we then add them to get the total amount, okay, of seconds that were taken to do the work. Yeah, so that shouldn't be a difficult task. As we've explained, let's now dive right into some coding. All right, so we already have our variables here. Don't worry, the variables that we have here are the same ones that we were given as a hint, okay, these ones here. So I've declared them as floats just in case, let's say, the number of minutes to type for the people in office is like 30.5. Okay, we want to be as precise as that. Okay, so what we're going to do is now ask, firstly we're going to ask for the user to input the number of minutes that it took for the people on vacation to think, and also for them to type. Okay, so we're simply going to do the following. So we simply say cout enter a number of minutes it took to type, to think, and type for the people on vacation. So it doesn't really matter which ones we start with. So for the people on vacation, okay, so there we're simply going to say end line, and here we say cout, here we say minutes to think, should be that, and we want this to be in the same line. We want somebody to enter the minutes to think just right somewhere here. Okay, so we don't want to end the line here, so we simply say cin, and we say number of minutes to think. So we can simply just copy that and put it here. So if you're using code blocks, and most IDEs actually, you simply double click the word that you want to copy, and you say Ctrl C, and then you click where you want to paste it, and you say Ctrl V. All right, so yeah, then Ctrl Z is undo, Ctrl Y is redo. Maybe we can do a whole video on desktop shortcuts, but wait, do we need a video? Okay, so the number of minutes to think, the paste and enters the number of minutes to think. Then we simply say cout, and there we have minutes to type. Okay, so minutes to type should be, yeah, something like that, and we simply do that, and then we say cin our number of minutes to type. All right, so we simply copy that and paste it there, and we do that. Okay, so that's exactly it. Then after that, we're now going to calculate the total the number of minutes for the people on vacation, and then convert it to seconds. We can do that in one formula. So we're simply going to say people on vacation. So we simply copy that, and we're actually going to say people on vacation. Let's just write a comment here. So we are okay, let's do this. Calculate the total minutes and convert to seconds. Okay, so people on vacation is going to be equal to the number of minutes to think, okay, that have been entered here, and the number of minutes to type, so plus the number of minutes to type. And then we're actually just converting instantly, so we're going to put this in brackets, in parentheses, then multiply by 60 because we have 60 seconds in every minute, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so after doing that, we then go to the number of actually let's display this. So let's actually display our result. So it took this variable, because this variable is the total of these two, multiplied by 60 to think. Oh, sorry, to do the work. Actually, these are seconds, okay? So we're simply going to say seconds. All right, then we, end our line. Okay, so notice that these same steps are going to be followed even for the number, even for the people in office, okay? So we're simply just going to copy all these. Too bad you can't copy if you're writing a test on paper. Yeah, so we're simply just going to copy all that, and we're simply just going to change a few words. So people in office, so we're simply just going to say people office, then minutes to think, yeah, minutes to type, yes, and then people in office. So this should be people in office now. So we copy people in office and replace it with that there. Then yeah, we have everything there, and okay, so we should have people in office even here. So yes, that should be it. And then after that, we want to calculate the total, okay, the total amount of time it took for everything, for everybody to do the work, okay, combined, the people on vacation and the people in office. So we're simply now going to, this is where this variable total patience seconds comes into play. So we simply copy that variable, paste it there. I pasted it twice, yes, so paste it there. Then we say it's going to be equal to these guys here, the people in office, and okay, you say plus the people on vacation. So these variables have already been converted to seconds here. So here we're just simply adding, and then we're going to display. So let's just write a comment here. It says calculate the total seconds for both groups of workers. All right, so this should be easy to display. We're simply just going to say C out, and yeah, we're entering our that. So before that, we can actually just do this. C out the total number of seconds for both groups to do the work is, or let's say equals, or even our full colony anything that you want to put there can work. Yeah, is the total person's seconds. And we say, yeah, that's it actually. Okay, if you want your full stop, you can can even type your full stop there like that. Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, we can actually say something like seconds here. So seconds. But wait, we already said the total number of seconds is, well, whatever makes sense. Yeah, but then we're simply that's just the word. It's not going to affect our calculations. So just uncomfortable with seconds here because we already have seconds here. Yeah, that's gonna be. So okay, and this program should do it. I don't think we've made any errors. Yeah, it was shorter than than expected from the question. Okay, so let's run our program, and it should be able to dialogue with us, the users. So when you're coding, you're the programmer, okay, you're the creator, then you become the user when testing. So okay, minutes to think. For the people on vacation, let's say they took 90 minutes because they're on vacation, they were chilling and all that, and number of minutes to type. Okay, so they actually felt very lazy and they took about 120.5 minutes. Yeah, so it took 12,630 seconds to do the work. Okay, so for the people on vacation, I think we should add something like for the people on vacation, and then we should also add a space here. Okay, we should add a space here so that it's able to we just have a spacious program. Okay, so well, let's continue with our testing. Let's say these guys are in office and they can't wait to go on vacation, so they actually took just 20 minutes to think, and they had some other typists, and they took 10.3 minutes to type the work, and we press enter, so it took 1818, or you can say 1818, that rings a bell, seconds to do the work. Yeah, so the total number of seconds, yeah, we have is 14,448. Okay, so basically that should be your program. So let's just add the spaces that are required. In order for you to add spaces, you simply say cout end line. Yeah. So just something like that. Actually, if we can actually do this, let's just put some asterisks there. Yeah, something like that. And yeah, okay, we actually want this to be longer than the following cout statement. Great. And we simply just copy that whole thing. Okay, where are we copying it? Okay, yeah, we just need it right here, so that when we run our program this time, there's some space. And actually I said we need to add, we don't need to, but we just want to, because so it took that seconds to do the work. For the people on vacation, people, that's all, on vacation. And since we don't want to do so much typing, we're just simply going to copy that and paste it here like that, and say, oh, really? Okay, typing would have been better. In office, for the people in office. Then let's test our program now. So we simply say that we have an error. Oh, yeah, we do have an error. Okay, so no errors now. Okay, so let's just wait for it. Waiting for it. Okay, great, it runs. So it took this time. They noticed to say they took too much time, so let's say they took just 50, and they took, let's say, 60 minutes to type the work. Okay, so it took these guys on vacation 6,600 seconds, and then these guys who were in office also noticed to say, okay, these guys put up their tokens, so they just took 5 minutes to think. Yeah, and they took the usual, let's say, 10 anything, okay, number of minutes to think, and yeah, you're still going to have. So we declared that as a float chart. Even if we enter such a value, we still have our final answer and all that. So basically this is it. I guess we've answered our question, so you can simply review the question if you want any confirmation. Otherwise, thanks for watching this video, and see you in the next one.